talked about the power of music, but the real dinner time conversation is a subject that is never ending. Now, I know that we've decided to create our own campaign, #BlackandWhiteTogether. However, recently it seems like things are turning for the worse. Jackie, I know you have strong feelings about this. And Chef Sammy, you are a white guy who cooks soul food. I mean, let's talk about this.
Tell them about it.
No, yeah, for me, I feel I'm just tired of being put into a box, being, you know, half African American and half white. Growing up, it was challenging for me. I couldn't find my identity almost. I didn't know where I fit in. White girls are like, what's up with your hair? Black girls like, you're not black enough. And it was just like, man, where do I fit in? And it wasn't until I grew up and I just really, through music, through art, realized what culture's about, what all that stuff is. So I'm just really tired of just being put in a box. Like, you're half white, half black. No, like, it's not about black, it's not about white. And that's why I'm so glad we're doing
black and white together.
Together, exactly. So I'm really glad we're doing this campaign because I feel like there are a lot of women like me that really don't know who they are, or maybe they think that's what they are, and that's totally not what it's about.
What you said is so, you made a really, really interesting point, because you said, you know, there's also some black girls that will look at you and say, no, you're not black enough. You know what I mean? And you've got, you know, some white people that, you know, that might be like, well, you're not, you know what I mean? Like that'll put you into a box. So racism doesn't always just go black against white or white against black. Racism has a way of being self-hate as well. It has a way of being, I'm afraid of who's across from me. I don't know what to call it, so I'm going to shun it, or I'm going to put it away from me. I'm going to, you know, even, I remember growing up, you know, half of my family is very light-skinned, very fair, like I was talking to you earlier about. And I remember being, we used to, you know, kind of pick at each other, like, ha-ha, you're the black one, ha-ha. And, you know what I mean? It's a self-hate that we have, and if we start to learn that really racism is bred from that fear and from that lack of love for yourself. And if you love yourself, you can love the person next to you because you realize we're the same. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I think we started this campaign, because we realize that we are the same. It doesn't matter what you look like on the outside. I'm probably more closely related to you than I could be another black man on the street. And we love each other for that, and we're gonna lift each other up and support each other in that, you know?
And it's so important to talk about it, because, I mean, this generation, we have so many tools at our disposal. We have social media, we have music as a powerful tool. All of these things, we can use them to... Food, obviously. Food, oh yeah, bringing us together. And talking about these issues around the dinner table is immensely important, because the more you talk about it, the more it's present in people's minds, the more you can begin to reshape the world in a positive way.
And for you, you cook soul food. So what kind of reaction do you get?
Well, it's interesting because wherever I go around the country, I get a different reaction. I've kind of traveled a lot. It's a super cool place to travel, definitely, America, right? But I was raised in the South, and everybody cooks soul food in the South. So there's this stipulation that it has a race or a color. It did root from slavery. It was taking the parts of the animals and the leftovers of the yield from the fields and turning it into something delicious by adding soul. So, I mean, soul doesn't have color. But when you cook with soul and you put the love into your food, it's going to taste delicious.
And that's greatness.
Yeah.
You know,
And it is absolutely delicious, I will say
that's the power of food, is that it brings us together because we all have a palate, we all enjoy being nurtured, and because I think it's such an intimate experience to eat food with people and to nurture our souls as well as our bodies, we can have these real talks at the dinner table.
And thank you so much for preparing this food and bringing us together with this wonderful conversation. It's been an absolute joy having you here with us, Chef Sammy. Thank you very much for your food. And of course, the lovely Antonique Smith. Thank you so much for joining us tonight and gracing us with your presence and your wonderful voice. Thank all of you for watching and being a part of this new urban community with us. We are so stoked to have you on board. This has been UNI TV Live. We'll catch you next time.